one. What are the pros and cons of coming out just before we sign off?
Coming out of what? Out of the door.
Out of
Heaven. I am an angel. Yeah, that's actually a story. That's actually a inside story between me and God. So when he basically wat is geskape? When he made me perfect. I know, not even wearing makeup. When he made me and he sent me with Angel Michael down, he was like, Mike, bring that one back. And he took away my eyesight. Not eyesight, like I wear glasses. I have contact lenses. See, you won't understand. Anyway, the pros and the cons. So the pros and the cons, I think I'd rather, if you fine with it, I want to have another like caption for that basically. How did I, yeah, to phrase it differently, like just the coming out story, because there's no pros and there's no cons about that. I'm so sorry, yeah. I just want to rephrase it. There's no pros and cons. There shouldn't even be that question. There shouldn't even be like a pro and a con, you know.
so then how
Yes, yes. um I always knew I was gay, and I did mention that I told my mother and she kicked me out. uh but my story wasn't an easy story. And I've mentioned synopsis in short stories in between. So I was struggling when I was growing up with with being gay. And then I realized when I came to Joburg, because Joburg is a very lonely place if you're not mentally, spiritually ready for it. And that's why I couldn't deal with all the pressure and everything that's happening around. It's too fast. That's why I went back to Bloom, and this is round two. Okay, you don't watch boxing games. Uh, ting 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 ting. Coming out wasn't easy, and I feel like this is one of the most this is one of the most important things uh, that God told me to do, and I've been postponing and I've been delaying this. But a lot of people actually, not a lot of people, a lot of young boys, I see they tend to inbox me a lot, but not for funny things. They DM me a lot, asking. The first one was asked me, "How am I so comfortable?" True story. How am I so comfortable being myself and not wondering why people say what people say, and you know. And then the second one, it's a guy from the Val. He also asked me to assist him in basically um, with his mental health and being himself authentically. I think it's the same as the previous one, but the previous one was a young boy, and this one is more, I think, 20. And then the third instance, then I knew I had to do this video. Was last week Friday. Oh, I don't know when this is gonna air, but that was the last one, and this boy was actually humiliated um, because because obviously he's gay, and what he did was he just inboxed someone, a 15-year-old boy. He inboxed someone. I don't know if the guy was gay, but it blew up on social media, and this guy take every single person, not every single person, I don't know how many people, like 20 people, and that person's parents, and and the parents actually came to me and was like, MJ, can you please talk to our son? And I'm like, yes, of course I will. And immediately when they asked me that, then I knew what I also need to do. Like besides doing fitness and all the stuff that I'm doing, I need to help this person, because there wasn't someone to assist me when I was growing up, when I was bullied, I was depressed. At one stage, I drank a lot of pills, but I didn't die, and no one knows this. This is like the first time that I'm mentioning this, because it gets too much. Like, how can someone not allow you to love someone else? It's not your fault that you are like this. And people say it's a choice, but it's not a choice. Look at my baby pictures. I was gay. And that basically made me realize, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people that, a lot of gay guys, a lot of gay girls that are being bullied. Their parents don't understand what it means because they have a certain perspective of what it actually is and how that specific group, how they act, and how they're not gonna make a life for themselves. They're just gonna be promiscuous. They're just gonna do sinful things. But it's not the case. Because look at me. I'm a child of God. You know, I don't like. I Yes, I did things that I'm not proud of, but I repented. I asked for forgiveness, and I'm on the straight and narrow path. Remember, we're still human beings. I still make mistakes, consciously and unconsciously. So I just wanna, this is like literally a message. If you're struggling um, with your sexuality, or if you're a parent looking at this and you would like me to speak to your child, I'm more than willing to do that, because we can't go on like we can't go on like this anymore. This needs to stop. And my story, I hope my story is good enough, Stuart, to at least just fall on one person's ear. I know I have to go because I have another gig, but this is very important, and this is the reason why I have to do this. And God constantly like, when are you gonna do this? It kept on like playing in my mind. Then I knew I had to I had to do this. I had to be the vessel that helps other people, because people have a preconceived idea of what aeroplane. Ah. People actually have a preconceived idea of what being gay is. And I'm not saying I wanna change people's perspective, but I wanna facilitate a much better a, a much better transition. And it shouldn't be something like, now you have to come out of the closet, and that's why I have to rephrase it. And I have to come out of the closet, I have to tell you this, I have to do this. I don't want that anymore. I honestly don't want that anymore. um, I want children to just be themselves without coming out of the closet. I was depressed. I wasn't myself. I was always sad, but obviously smile. um, and I don't want another boy or girl to go through life feeling feeling unworthy, feeling like they're not loved, because we interpret things differently, and that actually affects our ability to love in the future. That affects our the choices that we make. um, we also do things under wraps because you're not supposed to do this in public, so now you're just doing like quick funny things, and that's not the way to do it, because you're hiding. So I don't know. This is my story. My name is Michael Julius.